What is up guys, Check54HD here and welcome to my 100th video on my YouTube channel. And this is going to be a question and answer video. A lot of people recommended me do it. I did give a few suggestions as well. I thought I'd may as well do a goal compilation or something like that. But a lot of people wanted me to do this, and so I asked on Twitter for people to do give me a couple of questions to answer. So I've got around 40 or so here that I'm just going to go through during this video, and hopefully you guys will learn something new about me that you may not have already known, or that just a question that you wanted to be answered. So the first question is from Atani, and he says, is it all about the YouTube money? No, not at all. This sort of phrase gets thrown about quite a lot. Not necessarily with me. I've never really been called it at all. But no, I still have the same perspective on my YouTube channel as I did when I started. I wanted to do it for fun. I'd never really want this YouTube thing to be a job or anything like that. I just think it's a nice fun little hobby, and if you're getting a little bit of money on the side, there's no harm in doing that. So that's sort of my view on it. If you have a different view, then that's fair enough. But yeah, I do this YouTube thing for fun, and hopefully a lot of other people do. Militant Monkey says, what made you start YouTube? What made me start YouTube was basically just playing FIFA 11, watching other commentators such as Mr. Tekers HD, the Kill Hollywood, a bit of Anto Holland, and it really just made me want to start YouTube and try it for myself. It looked really fun. The whole idea of people enjoying doing what you're doing, and it just looked fun making videos on a game that you enjoyed, and putting it all together in editing, and then uploading it to YouTube and getting some feedback. So that's why I started. Next question is from GCI Messi, and he says, where did Jack54HD come from? My name really came from nothing really. I think it's pretty random. The HD is obviously just sort of a a lot of people do it now. A lot of people were putting that at the end of their YouTube names when I started as well. I think it's just a thing maybe to attract people to your channel or something like that. I'm not too sure, but it's there, and I can't change it now. But the 5-4 is just pretty random, and then my name's Jack, obviously. Next question is from 360 Aston. He says, what is your best way of making coins, the ones you use more often? I usually trade with silver players, and just you usually just search for random players, in forms that I know, and just see if I can pick one up cheap, look at some open bids and stuff like that. And that's really how I do it. I don't really have a technique to I just don't really use a technique. I think it's better just trying to be at the right place at the right time. Next question is from Lewis Dorker 95, and he says, why do you support Liverpool? I support Liverpool because when I first started playing football, I really enjoyed Michael Owen, how he played, and he was just sort of my favourite player. And he played for he played for England, and I kind of tracked him down, and found out that he played for Liverpool. Started seeing what they were about, and this was actually when I was like 5 or 6 or something. And I started to really enjoy Liverpool. It just sort of came to that, and then obviously Steven Gerrard came into the picture, and he was really a player that I've started to take into now. He's probably been quite a big inspiration with my football, and he will continue to do so. So hopefully that has answered that question. Next question is, who's your favourite player this year? What's the best team you've had/built this year, and what has been your best bargain? My favourite player this year on Ultimate Team has got to be El Shaarawy. What's the best team you have had/built this year? It's got to be my hybrid team with Inform Danny and Inform Lavezzi and El Shaarawy and Lamela and players like that. I did a hybrid squad builder if you want to go check that out. What has been your best bargain? My best bargain has probably got to be the one I've actually got in my most recent Road to Messi episode, which will be up tomorrow, I believe, the day after this video has gone up. And yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything yet, but it's going to be the best deal that I've got so far on a FIFA 12. Next question is from Emad is my name, and he says, Lionel Messi or Ronaldinho in his prime? I've got to say Lionel Messi. I think he takes football to a completely new level, and he just completely stands out from the crowd. Really insane stuff he does, and dribbles in between people. the whole team. He's probably known to have done that before, but yeah, I just think he takes football to a whole new level, and he's definitely going to be bringing a lot more bigger things in the very near future. So the next question is from LarmFan92, and he has said, what was the first video you've ever uploaded? First video I ever uploaded was a money making technique. I think it's sort of Barclays Premier League silver players with a maximum bidding of 1,000 coins or something like that. And it was probably the worst thing I could have done, because there were so many money making techniques around at that time, and my channel just didn't get noticed at all. So that's pretty much my first video. Next question is from 360 Aston and says, what is your next series? I'll probably announce that after my Road to Messi series is done. Hailingbull asks, what other games do you play apart from FIFA? I really don't play any other games apart from FIFA. I don't even play FIFA that much, to be honest. From time to time I may hop on COD if my mates are on there, but other than that, really FIFA is my only real game that I play. I haven't really looked to invest in any other games to play at all. I'm not really that sort of person, to be honest. The next question is from AlarmFan92 again, and he says, what's your favourite league and team besides the Barclays Premier League? Well, on the Ultimate Team it's got to be Serie A, and then other than in real life actually it's got to be Liga BBVA. It's kind of annoying though, because you can't really see much Serie A football or League One football or any other league football really on Sky Sports or anything. The only time you really can see that is because, whereas if they're in the Champions League, or maybe they're having an off game on ESPN, but that's really the only times you can really watch it, which is kind of annoying, because I would like to get into different league football and more overseas football. It'd be pretty nice to watch. But the next question is from Jam Shadow, and he says, PS3 or Xbox? It's got to be PS3 for me. I've had a PS3 ever since I started gaming, or whatever you want to call it. So I'll continue to buy PS3 or PS4, whatever comes out next. The next question is from Hailingbull again. He says, what's your favourite movie of all time? My favourite movie of all time has got to be Hangover 2, probably. That's just the one that I can think of at the top of my head, and I remember just laughing loads to that, so I'm going to say that. Dump HD Gaming says, Marlos or Jovetic in form? It's got to be Marlos for me, but if you're talking about money wise, I'd say Jovetic would be a much more valuable player. Well, not more valuable, you get more for your money if you understand that, with Informed Jovetic. So my next question is from VXUs, and he says, who's your favourite player in real life and favourite player in FIFA? Favourite player in FIFA has got to be El Shaarawy. Favourite player in real life has got to be either Suarez or Gerrard at this moment in time. Curtis Ritchie 13 says, what would be the best series to start up if you're only starting up in the FIFA community? I actually get asked this a lot, and I did get a bit of hate for this when I did put this in a live commentary. But honestly guys, if you're first starting YouTube, there's absolutely no point in uploading pack openings, money making techniques, unless you're incredibly good at them. I'd say flex FIFA standard for money making techniques. Otherwise, you're not really going to get anywhere. You want to, if you're just starting YouTube and on flex on FIFA, you really want to be uploading something legit, something that hasn't really been done before, and hopefully people will take to that and really enjoy your content. So it's just sort of you've got to find a legit series and something that hasn't been done before to actually be noticed or whatever, and people to enjoy your videos, because it's everything's been done that people can think of off the top of their heads. Squad builders, money making techniques, pack openings, road to glories, you name it, it's been done. So there's got to be a gap in the market somewhere for you guys to be. The next question is from GCR Messi, and he says, what are your thoughts on how fast you're growing on YouTube? I'm not growing amazingly fast. I think for my size channel I've grown pretty fast, but I don't like to think that, because I think there's a lot of other YouTubers as well which deserve a lot more credit for their videos than they should have, and I hate to have a lot of people come into my channel daily when I know there's other people that, you know, bring out, you know, the same quality content and, you know, don't get as much publicity. But you know, usually when I actually upload a video, I gain around 100 subscribers a day. If I don't upload a video, I'd say anywhere from 45 to 80 subscribers a day. It all depends on, you know, people watching your videos on that certain day or whatever. But yeah, that's basically that question answered. Militant Monkey says, who are my favourite 5 YouTubers I watch most? Favourite 5 YouTubers I watch most have got to be AirJapes, Ketonjic HD, Hayes HD, with his, you know, amazing bloody gold compilations that don't know how on earth he scores. I've got to say next probably, I really don't know. Nepenthes with his Ruin and Random is actually really good, and also the Daniel Saurus with his Minecraft series and Watford series, which is, you know, one of my favourite series at the moment. I really do need to catch up on them because I haven't watched one of them in quite a long time, because I've been pretty busy. But the next question is from Militant Monkey again, and he says, what's the most annoying thing about YouTube / subscribers? The most annoying thing about YouTube is probably feeling like you have to upload, you know, making it feel like a job. When you do, you know, that's probably the worst thing about YouTube. You know, when it gets just, you know, you just feel like you have to upload, and that's what gets annoying. You know, because it's not fun when it's like that. That's probably the most annoying thing. Most annoying thing about subscribers, there isn't really anything, apart from maybe sometimes you get spammed quite a bit, you know, maybe on Skype or something. But yeah, other than that, you know, subscribers are fine. They, you know, they watch my videos day in, day out, so I can't really, you know, say they're bad at all. Sophie Jameson asks, who is your favourite Disney character and why? Well, I haven't really watched any Disney films recently, you know, because I'm quite old now. Well, not quite old, I'm 17, but, you know, I don't know, the last time I watched a Disney film was probably when I was about 10 or something. But I can remember when I watched Toy Story 3, I think, or something like that. I can't really remember. But I really took to Buzz Lightyear. No idea why. I think I had an action character as well of him, so he's probably my favourite Disney character, if he even is a Disney character. I think he might even be Pixar, I don't know. But yeah, that's my answer. Militant Monkey says, have you got any religious views? No, I don't. Mr. Rossi 1990 says, why are you so good at trading? I'm not, I just feel, you know, I'm there at the right time, basically. I think you just got to have a bit of luck with trading, to the least. The next question is from Hars77_YouTube. He says, who is your best friend? Who's better at skill in real life, me or you? Who's my best friend? I don't know. A lot of you probably won't know, but well, none of you will probably know who my best friend is. But yeah, I know this kid in real life, and I've got to say him now. He's asked me that question. So he's my best friend, and who's better at skill in real life than me or you? Sorry, mate, but I've got to say me. JSteve96 says, how tall are you? I am probably just over 6 foot. I'd say I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty tall for well, not really tall for my age, but you know, I'd say I'm a decent size. But yeah, guys, just going to round up the commentary. Hopefully you have enjoyed my 100th video, and you've maybe learnt something else about me that you haven't really seen of or heard before. So yeah, guys, if you could maybe like this video, I'd really appreciate that. You know, just to show your support and everything, that'd be absolutely class. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and have a nice day, and thank you for 6.5k subscribers. Peace.